All right, let's talk about something that's making its way from the giant corporate boardrooms right down to Main Street. We're talking about ESG, and for small and medium-sized businesses, it's not a burden. It's actually a massive opportunity. So let's get right into it. If you've ever thought that ESG, environmental, social, and governance, is just a headache for the big guys, the huge corporations, well, you're definitely not alone. But that whole idea, it's getting outdated fast. The thing is, the entire game is changing. The rulebook for how to run a successful business is being rewritten, and everyone, from your customers to your employees to your investors, is starting to demand more. For a small or medium business, this isn't just some passing trend. It's the new ticket to the game. So what in the world are we really talking about when we say ESG for a business like yours? Let's forget the jargon for a minute and break down what it actually means in practice.
At its heart, ESG is pretty simple. It's just a framework. Think of it as a lens to look at your company's performance beyond just the numbers on a spreadsheet. It's all about how you handle your impact on the world and run your business with accountability.
And this is where it gets real. For a smaller business, the E for environmental doesn't mean you have to install 1,000 solar panels tomorrow. It can be as simple as being smarter with energy or managing waste. S for social, that's just about taking good care of your people. And G for governance, that's just running an honest, transparent business. See? Not so scary.
Okay, so why is everyone talking about this all of a sudden? Why the urgency? Well, because the demand for this stuff, it's not a quiet whisper anymore. It's getting really loud, and it's coming from pretty much everywhere. I mean, just look at this. The pressure is coming from every key relationship your business has. Your customers want to buy from brands they feel good about. Your best employees want to work for a company with a purpose. Investors are now using ESG as a major filter for where they put their money. And even your big corporate clients are demanding it from everyone in their supply chain. And if you need one number to really drive this home, here it is: 73%. A recent Nielsen study found that 73% of consumers around the globe say they'd absolutely change their buying habits to reduce their environmental impact. That's a huge slice of the market. So what all this really means is that we're right in the middle of a massive shift in how people make decisions. And ignoring it, honestly, it's kind of like ignoring the rise of the internet 20 years ago. It's not just a missed opportunity, it directly impacts your ability to even compete, let alone grow. Okay, so we've established the pressure is on. I get it. But let's completely flip the script here. This isn't just about avoiding problems. It's about grabbing a huge opportunity. Let's talk about the good stuff, the real bottom line return on investment. I mean, what's really in it for you? A lot, actually. By bringing ESG practices into your business, you're building a stronger, more profitable company. Period. You can unlock new kinds of funding, literally cut your operating costs through things like energy efficiency, and win those bigger contracts. Plus, it turns your company into a magnet for the best talent and for customers who will stick with you for the long haul. And look, this isn't just a theory. These are real-world examples. We're talking about a food manufacturer that slashed its operating costs by 15% just by focusing on waste, or a tech startup that saw a 20% jump in employee retention just by being more transparent. These are real results that hit the bottom line. Okay, I can almost hear you thinking, this all sounds great, but where on earth do I even begin? It feels so overwhelming. And you're right, it can feel that way. So let's map out a clear, simple path to get started. First, let's just be real about the challenges. As a smaller business, you probably don't have a giant budget or a full-time sustainability expert on staff. And yeah, figuring out what to report on and how to collect the data can seem like a total nightmare. These hurdles are legit. But here's your roadmap to get right past them. The absolute key is this: don't try to boil the ocean. Step 1 is just to focus. Figure out what's most relevant to your business. A coffee shop's impact is totally different from a software company's. Next, use existing tools. You don't have to reinvent the wheel here. Then, get your whole team involved. Use simple tech to track your progress. And hey, if you get stuck, don't be afraid to ask for help. So as we start to wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final and I think crucial idea. This is not about a one-time project. It's not a report you file away in a drawer. This is about weaving ESG into the very DNA of your business strategy. At the end of the day, this is all about building a resilient business. A company that really gets ESG is just better prepared for everything. For new regulations, for shifts in the market, for whatever challenges come next. You are quite literally future-proofing your business. This quote just nails it. This whole shift isn't about just keeping up. It's an incredible opportunity for smaller, more agile businesses like yours to actually lead the pack, to stand out, and to build something that's really made to last. So, I'll leave you with this one question to chew on. After everything we've talked about, what's one small, totally doable first step you can take this week? What's the first move you'll make on your journey to build a stronger, more resilient business for tomorrow?